Happy Monday. It is November 6th. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. In this first hour, we're going to be doing all the things cooking. We'll take a look at a recipe, and then I'm going to try my hand in the kitchen. So it's going to be an exciting Monday morning. We'll be back with hour one right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Now it's Monday morning, so let's take a look at this weekly forecast. As you can see, we've got a high of 59 today. It's 41 degrees, mostly sunny with that time zone change. It was a gorgeous, sunshiny morning when I woke up this morning. Winds up to 20 miles per hour heading into the hourly forecast today. So we may be heading into opening week in Vail, but it's definitely nice, light fall temperatures. High of 41, or currently 41, noon, 54 degrees. Gets a little bit colder at 4 o'clock, and then 46 for the low. So definitely a gorgeous, mild day. Sweater vest weather, it's going to be a gorgeous one. As we head into the I-70 corridor, Denver definitely feeling like it's still summertime. Vail, 59 degrees, 74 in Denver. Eagle, 62. Avon, 61. Partial cloud coverage as we head into this week. Tonight we'll have a low of 33 degrees, sunset at 5 p.m., winds up to 15 miles per hour, but mostly clear, just a really gorgeous Monday out there. Get outside, enjoy the weather before it starts to change. Tuesday, 58 degrees for the high, partially clouds covering, and then a low of 27, which is perfect for that snowmaking temperatures. Wednesday, 60% precipitation and snow showers, high of 44. Low of 18, so it's going to be a chilly one. And then Thursday, we've got 40% chance of morning snow, which we are very excited about as we prepare for opening day on the 10th. It'll be 10 degrees for that low on Thursday. And then Friday, mostly sunny, 46 for the high, low of 14. And then just about the same on Saturday, mostly sunny with a low of 14 degrees. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous time out there. You know, it's going to be a good one. So get outside, finish up those hikes before we head into the opening day here in Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, it is the beginning of the holiday season, which means you're probably cooking up a storm and you're looking for interesting recipes that are outside of the traditional holidays. Take a look at this recipe made with squash from our sister station in Park City.
Welcome back. We are here with the one and only Emily Davis from Whole Essentials and Nutrition. She's going to cook for us, always a favorite right here on Park City Television. Emily, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm looking forward to digging in. It smells delicious already, and we haven't even started.
You can smell the garlic. So yeah, today I have a butternut squash pasta sauce recipe, and I am highlighting some gluten-free pastas, and I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit about going gluten-free. If someone is wondering how to do it, wondering why, wondering what to eat. So all of those
this
things.
is tailor-made for me because I am having to eat gluten-free, which is a relatively new development. It's not very much fun, I have to admit. So I'm very excited that you're focusing on this.
Cool. I feel like I do get a lot of patients, clients that that need to for a variety of reasons. And most of them are, yeah, it's a little intimidating, I think, at first to know like what to cut out and what to substitute. So yeah.
It is intimidating and kind of takes some of the fun out of eating. So I'm glad you're bringing it back for me.
Good. So yeah, let me kind of introduce the ingredients. So like I said, it's a butternut squash pasta recipe. Last time I was here, I did like a winter squash tutorial, if you caught that. And so today I'm highlighting the butternut. And I've got, most of the grocery stores will have these options. So like cut for you in the produce section, already peeled and chopped and everything. I found this in the freezer section. So yeah, most grocery stores will have these options, but I showed you how to do this with just a regular butternut last time I was here.
So many different options if you want to roast one yourself.
If you want to roast, yep, you can do that too. Yep, and other squash would work great in this too. So
really?
I'm doing butternut, but you could do acorn, you could do kabocha. This just happened to be honestly like a really convenient thing that was already chopped and ready for me. So
this feels very seasonal, definitely perfect for fall, heading into Thanksgiving month. But I have noticed that butternut squash is available year-round, it seems, especially like that.
Yeah, it is. And again, like in your freezer section, yeah, you're going to find this any time of year. So it's good to know what to do with it. So butternut squash is what I'm doing today. I love sage that goes with it. So we're actually gonna like saute some of this up to start. And then I've just got broth, onion, garlic, and salt and pepper, a little olive oil, and then I'm using this particular gluten-free pasta that I found at my local grocery store, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, that's the one I'm using that I've already pre-cooked.
Well, I've never sauteed sage, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so let's jump in, move some of these things. I do also have a non-pasta version too, so spiralized, and I'll kind of highlight those as well.
I love that you always present us with options, always healthy, but you can do it more complex if you want to roast spiralized yourself, or you can find these options pretty easily at your local grocery store.
Yeah, I think that's good that that's coming across, because I'm trying to show you like this is easy. This is not hard. Comes together really quickly. And if you've never used sage before, or even like fresh herbs, the way that I was taught, because I think it's kind of, people are like, how do I cut this? So the way that I was taught, they're small, right? And they're kind of hard to handle. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing a little bit.
Oh, I love that. I usually just rip them up or
Yeah, so
cut
you're
'em
just
with
like
kitchen
rolling
scissors.
it,
Oh, nice.
and then it's easier to cut.
So you can cut a bunch
Got
of them
all
like
my
that, a little
things.
quicker.
Yeah, so it does. It goes a little quicker.
So what size should they be for the best optimal flavor?
This particular recipe, and then like I'm just going to kind of unfold them, you see, and then
So they don't have to be tiny diced.
no, for this it's going to be a garnish, so it doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. They're going to cook down a little bit too, so they're going to shrink in size. So I think that's fine. But if you wanted them smaller, you could.
No, that makes it easier.
The short
I think.
answer is it doesn't really matter.
Even better.
Yeah, it's my kind of cooking. So we're just going to heat some olive oil, like a tablespoon,
that fresh
and
sage
you
smells
know that I can eyeball that. I don't usually measure, but measure if that's important to
I have
you.
to measure, right?
Yep,
I
yep.
just can't eyeball them.
Some people need to, but yeah, just
Yeah.
a little.
I do.
And so we're warming this up. We'll put the sage in. So while that's kind of warming, I will talk just a little bit about those other gluten-free pasta options. So you can kind of see here, I wanted to show a variety. These were all at one of the local grocery stores that's near me. Not every grocery store is going to have all these options, but you should be able to find
They seem to always have
something.
at least one, which is very encouraging.
So what I want to say, and the point I want to make, is that I like these because they're usually just one ingredient and it's a whole food ingredient. So like this one is red lentils. This one is red lentils, pumpkin, and butternut.
Oh, yum.
And I don't just believe what's on the front of a package, so I look at the ingredients to make sure that that's really all it is, and it is. So 3 ingredients for this one ingredient for this one, and then this is a chickpea flour. There is a little bit of lentil flour, so 2 ingredients for this one, and then the one that I ended up using, which is more like a traditional spaghetti, is brown rice. Brown rice and water, 2 ingredients. Fewer ingredients, whole food, that's the point of gluten-free for me. Minimizing how much wheat you eat in your diet is a good thing. Again, especially if you're substituting with a vegetable or something else. So you can kind of see, hopefully, like I just sauteed those quickly. I was looking for them to kind of get a little crispy, and then I'm just going to set them aside. Those are going to be our garnish. And then a little bit more.
So not a very high heat, you just stirred them and just kind of let them
Yeah, if it's
simmer for a minute.
too high, it's going to burn. So yes, medium high somewhere. Every stove is a little bit different. I'm going to ask you to pass me that. We'll add just a little bit more, and we're just going to saute the onions, garlic, and squash and get those cooking.
And this recipe sounds very complicated and a little difficult, but once again, it's not. You're making it simple, easy, something we could whip up any night.
5 or 6 ingredients, I think, is all we're doing. So yeah, doable. I think it's doable.
Very doable, yes. I
So
love
like
it.
the equivalent of 1 onion or so, a couple of garlic cloves, which is about a tablespoon. Garlic's good for you. I like it, so.
And you can also, use a garlic clove or get the minced garlic.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of options as well to help cut corners.
Absolutely.
I have the squeezed tube of garlic, which sounds not very appetizing, but it's actually a little fresher than maybe minced dried garlic.
Yeah, fresh is always going to be best, especially nutritionally. So, but like, just because, I don't think that's interesting for you to watch me cut some garlic. I did just pick those up again in the produce section, like already minced. It is fresh. That's better than the powder, like you say.
But there's those options there. So if you want to make it, you just necessarily don't have all the time to do everything.
Yep.
You can make it a little bit more simple.
Yep.
Maybe not as healthy, but maybe next time.
Absolutely.
Mix it up.
Mix it up, make it work, whatever you've got on hand. So the recipe is about 3 cups. That's about
Just cube.
2. Yeah, just cubed. I'm mixing, so the cook time's going to be a little different, but if you're doing the frozen, it's going to cook a little bit quicker. Just know that. The raw is going to take a little bit longer.
Why is that? That might be a silly question.
No, yeah, good question, really. Like, just because the frozen retains the water, and so it's like already going to be kind of.
But it's not cooked.
It's not
But
cooked.
it has that water. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
And they're
all
also
I'm
a
going
little
to do, yeah, so they're a little bit smaller. Also, that helps it cook faster. We're just going to let that cook maybe 8 minutes or so until the onion is translucent.
And you don't need to add just a little bit of oil. You don't need to add any more moisture.
No, the squash is going to kind of bring its own moisture to it. So yeah, and then I'm just going to season with a little salt and pepper.
I would have a tendency to want to steam it and add some water, but you don't need to.
Well, we're going to add, no, good question, we're going to add broth.
Okay.
And if you didn't have broth, again, like a substitution, then just add water. The broth is just going to give it a little bit more of flavor. But yes, good question.
And a veggie broth, so this is a vegan dish as well.
This is vegan. Yep. Yep. You could definitely make it, with meat. Like you could do, I don't know, like just flavor-wise and kind of ingredients. Like a sausage might be good with this, and you would cook that separate. I don't know. Chicken goes with everything. You
yeah.
could do chicken, but I don't know. Sausage is
Some
sort of.
people like cheese with their, if you wanted it to be vegetarian.
Yep, exactly. I would
some
add like a little
protein.
Parmesan or something
Yeah.
at the end. Yep,
So you can add, maybe every time you make it, do something a little different.
exactly. Yeah, and I think people get, like, it's good to talk about this because this is how I always think of a recipe. Like, you can make this work for you with like what you have on hand. Like, I'm just showing you kind of like a base or a foundation, but yeah, like you can mix it up. Don't feel like you have to follow a recipe exactly.
Yeah, speaking from experience, I tend to want to just follow a recipe and have what I plan instead of experiment more. But I like that you can, and I need to be more open to that because I can make it a little more fun.
Yeah, and just like anything else, the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel. So cooking is just one of those things. So we're going to let that simmer a little bit more. Once the onion starts to get translucent, then we're going to add the broth, and then we are essentially like boiling it. When we come back, that'll be cooked. Then you're going to put it in the blender to process everything, and then we're going to come back and put it all together.
Oh, perfect. I can't wait. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and come back and enjoy more of this beautiful butternut squash dish. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
And we are back with Emily Davis, continuing our butternut squash pasta sauce. We are on to the next steps. It's simmered, it's ready to go just about.
Yes, yes. So just to kind of catch you up, so we added the ingredients, they were sauteing. I added the veggie broth and then it kind of boiled. It took about 10 or 15 minutes, and then to kind of save the step two, all I did was add it to the blender, blended it for 30 seconds. And so all you're doing is you kind of want this, you know, like a pureed kind of consistency. Again, like it's not, doesn't have to be technical. Like if you like it a little thicker, great. Don't blend it as much. You like it a little creamier, then blend it a little longer. It doesn't matter.
And could you use an immersion blender
You
as
could.
well?
So the only thing I would say is if I was using an immersion blender, I would want this in a deeper pot. So yes, you could.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Otherwise
Yeah.
it's going to get everywhere.
So, and then all I'm going to do once this has been blended and cooked, I'm just adding it with the pre-cooked noodles to the pan, back to the pan, and you're just kind of putting them together. You do want to taste this at some point, and we will. But I'm just going to add that back to the pan. We added a little bit of salt and pepper before. You can always add, it's hard to take away. So I always err on the side of like less is more in the beginning, and then taste and adjust.
And you can add it to the blender hot.
Yeah, the only thing, if you're not super savvy at home with using a blender, when you have a hot liquid, you're doing like a soup, just know that there's going to be steam coming out the top, and so you're going to need to make room for that.
Yes, I've learned that the hard way as well. So I am one of those not super savvy in the kitchen at home ones.
Yeah, it's different than cold. So yeah,
Yes,
just make
it
sure
is.
that you're able to release the steam is what's happening. So just kind of, like I said, adding it back to the pan. I've pre-cooked these noodles. They're the gluten-free spaghetti that I showed you earlier. And all I would say, I showed you these different varieties. Any of them would be fine. And then I quickly touched on like a non-pasta option would be zoodles, so zucchini that's been spiralized, butternut squash if you wanted to just kind of stick with the theme. Those have been
Would
spiralized.
you heat those up in the pan first if you're going to use those?
If I was doing these versus pasta, I would probably, do like a quick saute before I added the mixture back. Or you could add them now and just know that you're going to need to like steam it for a minute longer.
Simmer it in the sauce for a bit. Okay.
Not very long, but yeah, for a minute. And then, so this is, I was just going to kind of touch on, nutrition, carbohydrates. So I personally, right, like I don't eat a lot of, not even a lot of pasta. I don't really eat pasta, even gluten-free. I would opt for something like this. It's going to be a lower carb load, and without spending too much time on that, if you are pre-diabetic, diabetic, like this is going to be a better option. There's already carbohydrates in here. This is going to kind of put you over the edge, most people, because a serving, what you're looking for just really quickly on like a package like this is the serving size. So this is the complete box that I cooked, and it tells me that there are 6 servings here. Does that look like 6 servings to you? Like what a normal serving would?
No, actually, because that would be my entire family, so no.
Yeah, maybe 2, 3?
3 maybe. Maybe. I would need 2 of those.
Yeah. So, I mean, this
Yikes.
really, I think, you know, our American portion sizes is just usually too large. But this is meant to be 6 servings. So 1 serving has 45 grams of carbohydrates. If we're eating 2 of those, that's nearly 100 grams of carbohydrates just in the pasta. It's too much.
That really puts it into perspective when you show it like that.
Yeah, and then like I said, this is a vegetable, and so it's already got carbohydrates. Just in a less, it's lower on the glycemic index. If viewers at home are familiar with that, it just means it has a lower impact on your blood sugar. So really just vegetables, as many vegetables as possible. Even if you did try to stay to like the 1 serving, so like a much smaller portion of the pasta, if you added some other vegetables or a salad or something else, right? Like to fill you.
What about, this is going to be a lot of squash, but what if you use a spaghetti squash? Would that be a healthier option?
You could.
If you baked it like you did last time when you were here and shredded it.
Yeah, a spaghetti squash, these zoodles, anything honestly like that is going to be a great pasta substitute. Yeah. And so all I'm doing is adding the pasta or whatever it is you want to use to the sauce.
I can mix it while you add some
Thank you.
pasta. And this is pasta. I feel like this is enough sauce for maybe 6.
I think so too. Yeah, and this, I think the recipe is for 4, meant for 4, but I think this is plenty in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's great for leftovers, right? Even if there's 2 or 3 of you at home, this would be great the next day for lunch or something.
Oh, for sure.
I'm always thinking about that.
Yeah, that's always a great extra bonus when you make a dish. You have some extras for the next day.
Just think about like
And
making an
healthy.
extra serving. Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah, no, you're good. So all you're gonna do is just kind of combine the 2, cook it a little bit if it seems like you need to. I pre-cooked these noodles, and if you needed more water, which it doesn't look like this needs, but if it looked like you needed some more, then you could always use, like, reserve some of the pasta liquid.
So how would you serve this and garnish it, or do you need to?
I would just, so like we should taste, I'm just gonna taste the squash, because like I said, we need to. It's really good.
Nice. So I'm excited.
I think just a little bit more salt, not much, a little bit, but salt is always gonna enhance the flavors of all the other things you put in it, savory or sweet. And then just a smidge more black pepper. And then when you plate them, when you're ready, that's when like that sage comes in. And so I would put a little bit of sage on top. And again, like we kind of talked about, you could do Parmesan if you wanted this to be vegetarian. You could add some meat if you wanted this to be, you know, a non-vegan dish. So there's lots of things you can do, but like you don't need to do much else either.
What's nice, you're right, it's so simple, but it's so full of flavor. I can't wait to dig in and eat it. It looks delicious. And the sage is an extra bonus that I wouldn't have thought to put on there. So it's very complimentary flavors.
Honestly, this, you could definitely add some more pasta. Like it, again, like it doesn't really matter. It's what I love about cooking for a lot of things, but like there's a lot of sauce here. You could add some more, or it's fine as is. So.
That's absolutely delicious. Where can we find out more about you and everything you do as a nutritionist and all the things and get this recipe?
So Instagram is a great way to find me, Whole Essentials Nutrition, or my website. Yeah, either of those areas, and I'll put this recipe up.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much, Emily.
Yeah.
We always love having you here in studio. Now we can't wait to dig in. And it's really nice how you break it down, make it simple, easy, and healthy for us.
Thank you.
Always appreciate it.
Yeah, love to be here.
All right, we will be back after we dig into this beautiful butternut squash pasta dish. So don't go anywhere. Back right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm so excited to be here with my good friend Nikki Mills in the beautiful space in Avon, Colorado, Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa. How are you doing, Nikki?
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming back in.
I am so excited. I have to be honest. I come here at least once a week. It's a true story. I love the spray tans. I love the facials. I love that you can get Botox. I can get all my cosmetic needs here and so much more. Nikki, tell us kind of what your favorite things to do are here, because I know it's a medical spa. So what do you have to offer?
Well, one of my favorite things to do on you, Gretchen, is your brows.
Yes. Oh, how did I forget that? That's my main moment, are my eyebrows.
Yes, you've had, let's see, brow lamination
Yes.
with me.
Yep.
Hennas.
Yes.
And tinting,
Waxing.
shaping.
We've done the whole thing.
Yes.
And I get stopped for my eyebrows. That's a true story. Do you know that? All the time people are like, I love the big, thick eyebrow. It's very glamorous and glitzy.
You are very special and you are glamorous, that's for sure.
I would like to thank you for making me look this way, because I love coming in this space. It's brand new. I can't wait to show everyone around. It's beautiful chandeliers. It's a medical spa. Can you explain a little bit how this stands out and why it's different than the other spas around town?
Yes, well, our address is 30 Benchmark Road, Suite G2, and this place has been a hair salon for about 30 years. So I think almost everyone in town who does hair has worked in this space at one time, and almost everyone in town has been here at one time to get their hair done. And so when I bought it a couple years ago, I renovated the space, added a big, beautiful treatment room. I was tired of working in little treatment rooms, so I built a really big one that could house all of our new equipment, our lasers, the hydrofacial, the cryotherapy for fat freezing. We have lymphatic compression massage, a pantsuit that hopefully you'll see later. And I just needed a lot more space, but we still have 2 smaller treatment rooms. One that you're really familiar with. We do spray tans and waxing and facials. And then another room that I'm so excited about and which distinguishes us from any of the other spas in the area is it's the medical side of things that we offer. So we do Botox, filler, Kybella.
Well, and I know that you have a really special room, the consultation room, and it is stunning, so exciting. And something you were telling me a little bit about that's so neat and different is anyone that comes in here, you can take a before and then an after picture of the different things that you've had done to you to see the process and how it's actually working.
Yes, it's a very special camera. It does skin analysis. So you put your head inside a frame and it'll take a series of 3 pictures and it analyzes inside of your skin. And when we look at the pictures, you can see where your sunspots are, where you're dehydrated, where your fine lines and wrinkles are. And so we store that information and then we'll get you on a program and packages that we can do a series of treatments, and we'll recommend some of these products here. And what this camera is going to help show our guests is the before, and then say if they come back in 3 months. Did that really do anything for me? That treatment or that eye cream or skin firming, are my wrinkles going away? You know, how does my filler look or my Botox look after a couple weeks? So looking very closely through that camera and saving those photos and then doing another set of photos and comparing them back to back. And that makes us special because no one else is doing that with that kind of software that really analyzes it.
That is so awesome. And I think it's really cool too, because we were talking a little bit, men and women alike come in here. So it is a one-stop shop for men and women to come in and feel beautiful from the inside, well, outside in, I guess this time, because it's true, when you feel and look your best, I think that truly helps you, you know, to kind of glow from the outside and then bring that beauty inside.
Yes, we obviously have a lot of women in here, but what makes us special is that we do cater to men. I do a lot of waxing, brows, ears, nose, but then we also get guys in for spray tans and skincare and facials. And with the medical spa side of it, they are more than welcome to come in and meet with our nurse and get Botox and filler.
So Nikki, I know something that you provide that is very unique to this valley is a lot of makeup services. And people sometimes think, oh, we don't wear makeup here in Vail, but not true. Glitz and glam, that's what I'm saying. We have red carpet events, we have galas, we have date nights where we just want to feel and look beautiful. So this is a service you do here, right?
Yes, and also weddings. And
wedding.
yes.
How could I forget?
The main makeup line that I carry is Jane Iredale, and
Okay.
it's called the skincare makeup. So for those of us who may be a little bit more granola, our makeup just can blend in naturally, but then we also can take it to the glam level for those red carpet events or for brides and her party.
And so, Nikki, do you do this? Is this something you could come to someone's home, or do they need to come in here because you have all the makeup I see? It's beautiful, and you have so much of it.
Yes, we can travel with it as well, but I'd love to have you come in and give you a makeover and take you through and make sure we find all the right colors. And Jane Iredale is a really popular brand that people from all over the country, they look at Jane Iredale website and they find us, and so when they're here in Vail, they can get stocked up on whatever they're running low on.
Well, I definitely will come in because I know winter to summer here, especially like my skin and with the spray tans you do for me. My skin needs different colors, different tones, to put on my lips and my eyes and different foundations. So I'll definitely come in and check it out.
Yes, and one of the lines we carry, the Extreme Lashes makeup line, is safe for your eyelash extensions.
That is a good thing to know. I know many women in this town that would not want to tell this all the time, but there are lots of, the lashes walking around.
Yes, and our makeup is safe for the lashes as well. And if you don't have lashes, we can get you some by using the Revitalash product.
And I love this too because Nikki and I are dear friends, and I know that you do this because it gives you a feeling of self-worth because you're making people feel beautiful. And I know some of the stories you've shared with me, and people genuinely have thanked you for helping truly turn around their lives by making them look good on the outside and feel better on the inside. And that's an amazing thing. That's really cool.
Well, it is part of my mission to help make the earth more beautiful, like one person at a time. And there's a lot of hurting people in the world today. And so when they come in and I get the privilege of laying my hands on them and touching them, it can be a very special experience. And to be able to provide some peace, comfort, relaxation, help with self-esteem, and that just reminds me of, all the young kids that I work with too, who, it's a tough world out there with social media and Instagram. And, I like to help people with acne, and my own children, have had issues with it and struggle. And we have a skincare line back here called Face Reality Skincare. And that's a series of treatments and great products. And also like our red light therapy and our acne light therapy are easy, painless treatments that people can have. And I do have really good numbing cream for some of the things that you might be a little afraid of for pain-wise, like the Procel microneedling.
Right.
I'll be working on someone and they'll say, I'm not feeling, and I'm like, okay, I can go after you a little bit harder, but...
Yeah. Well, and this is so neat too because you just let me know that you do house calls as well, which is pretty special. So if someone's maybe not feeling the best version of themselves, maybe feeling really down, and they want to have this moment where they feel better and you make them feel better, you will physically go to their house. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we just got back from a house in Minturn with a mom with a new baby, which it's so hard to pack everything up and go have a treatment if she has a wedding coming up. So that's just an example. But then we have a lot of resort guests, and we're able to bring our services to the resort, the hotel, the condo, the apartment, the house, whatever. We can make it happen.
I love this. It truly is a one-stop shop, and I can't wait to get around and look at everything, and I'm so excited. Thank you, Nikki, so much for just telling us all about the amazing things that you do, and thank you for being you and making the world a better place.
Thank you, Gretchen.
And a more beautiful place.
Yes, one person at a time.
I love it. Keep it right here for more Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, of course, I had to try my hand in the kitchen since this Monday morning is all about cooking. One of my favorite things, and I seem to be the expert on breakfast ideas here on Good Morning Vail, but one of my favorite things to eat when I'm out at Starbucks is to pick up the egg bites. But I'm going to show you how to make a copycat recipe here that actually doesn't have any of those additional fillers that probably come with commercial production of a normal egg bite. So this is what they'll look like by the end of it, but let's go ahead and get started. This is the most simple recipe. I think it includes like 5 ingredients, which is very easy. We'll start with 5 large eggs. So I've got my eggs here. I'm very picky. I like to use the free range or organic eggs, but basically you just crack it all into a blender. It is so easy. So I'm going to go ahead and crack my 5 eggs into just a normal blender, anything that you would use to blend a smoothie or really anything that you've got on hand. You can also whisk this, but I actually like to use my blender because 1, minimal cleanup. 2, it actually makes everything very smooth and blended together and makes it a little bit extra fluffy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I've got 3 eggs so far in here. Very easy. And then there's a hidden ingredient, which I'll show you here in a second. But once you crack all 5 of those eggs, looks like I dropped a shell in there. So we're going to go ahead and get that out. I like to keep my spoon on hand. All right. We'll get that shell out of there. The joys of live television. All right, we got it. Great. Got that out there, and then I've got 1 more egg that we need to crack in. So go ahead and do that. All right. I've got all of my eggs. I'm going to grab a paper towel here and wipe my fingers off. As you can see, the next ingredient, and this is the ingredient that I had no idea was in these egg bites. You know, I used to make these all the time for years. I would just mix up my eggs, pour in vegetables or protein or whatever else I wanted to throw in there. But the trick that makes it nice and light and fluffy is actually cottage cheese. So this gives you extra protein. You can actually use, if you wanted to use, you could use cream cheese as well, but gives it a little bit more of a decadent taste. But you really can't taste the cottage cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 1 cup of the cottage cheese here. So I'll use the spoon since my current spoon has got some egg residue on it. You don't want to cross-contaminate. You got to make sure that you stay nice and clean. But we'll put 1 full cup of cottage cheese in here. You can probably freehand it if you make this pretty often, but I like to, just make sure my measurements are on point. You never know, right? It's always good to pay attention to those recipes. So we've got about 1 full cup of cottage cheese here. All right. As you can see, I've got my full cup. And then I'm simply going to just put it in this blender here. Nice and easy. All right. We've got the 1 full cup in with the 5 eggs. And then you really use salt and pepper to taste. Now, I am going to throw some additional protein in here. So we're going to keep the salt out, but let me go ahead and get my pepper nice and poured in there. You just pour a little bit of pepper. I like pepper in my flavors. I know some people are a little bit sensitive to it. Then you just screw your top on your blender. Nice and easy, just like that. Okay, we've got everything plugged in. You just turn your blender on, make it easy. You can just do it on low just to get all the ingredients blended together. And as you can see, it's a nice creamy mixture there. Now, there's also another secret. So cottage cheese was our first secret. The second secret, if you are trying to bake this and you want it to be a nice, light, fluffy texture, you have to sous vide the oven. And what that means is you basically take boiling water and you pour it into a dish in the lower baking rack. So we actually have our oven going and we set it to 350 degrees. In my oven, I actually put a baking rack in there. So what we'll do is we'll pour this water into the bottom rack before we even put our muffin tin into the oven. So it helps it to stay fluffy, helps it to stay moist, and then it tastes better because these can stay in the fridge for up to about 4 or 5 days. So you definitely want to make sure that they taste better the longer they sit in the fridge there. But we'll go ahead and we'll spray our muffin tins. Now this recipe probably makes about all 12, so you'll get to fill up the full muffin tin. You may have a few extra as well. All right. We're going to go ahead and unscrew the lid here, and then we're just going to start pouring this in. So you want to pour about half of the, you want to fill it up to about halfway in your muffin tin. So we've got all of the oil sprayed in there. We're just going to pour a little bit here. Now this may get messy. If you don't have a pitcher to pour things in, it makes it a little bit difficult, but we've got about halfway in all 12 muffin tins. Make sure we move everything out of the way so we don't create a big mess here. All right, just keep pouring it. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but this should take about 5 minutes because I'm talking about it. It's taking a little bit longer, but it's a quick and easy recipe to meal prep at the beginning of the week. And then you've just got them in your fridge. You can actually also freeze these egg bites. They are super simple to freeze. They last for about a month. But these are probably going to be gone by the end of the week if you've got more than one member in your household, or if you just have me or somebody like just me in your household as well. So you got a little bit of extra left over. All right, you can just kind of evenly distribute it. Now these will rise as they bake in the oven, so you don't want to overfill them or you'll start creating a pretty big mess. But after that, we've got all of our ham. So you can do bacon. I like ham. You just do a little bit of sprinkling on top there. And this, if you were going to measure this out, I would say you could do about 3 slices of ham. I have a lot more here just in case we want to load it up with protein. But you can also do bacon. You can do vegetables. So if you were cooking vegetables, I would suggest actually lightly sauteing them ahead of time so they're softer when they cook. But super simple. You just kind of sprinkle everything in there. And we've got delicious ham. And then, because ham and cheese, it's the best combo ever, I actually like to use cheddar cheese as well. If you were going by exact measurements, you could do about a cup of cheddar cheese to be mixed into these, but we're just going to sprinkle a little bit in here just to make it delicious, because who doesn't like cheese, right? I know we've got cottage cheese here, but once you do all of that, pretty simple from here. And it sounds like our boiling water is done. So I'm going to go ahead, before I put these into the oven, I'm going to go ahead and pour that water into the baking tray that is prepped and ready to go in the oven. So let me go ahead and get that going. If you look here, super simple. I just heated it up. And we're just going to go ahead and pour this in. With a nice sizzle. All right. Now you're probably wondering, what does that do? It actually gives the egg bites a nice steam bath, which is pretty awesome. You never think about steam bathing steam bathing your baked goods, but it helps keep it moist while they're cooking in the oven. So that's going. We're just going to go ahead and put this in here. All right. Now, you just leave it in the oven for 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes based on texture. But then once they come out, you just let them sit there for about a couple minutes in the muffin tin, and they look just like this. I'm going to go ahead and try one, tell you how it tastes. It is light, fluffy, delicious, and honestly, it gives Starbucks a run for its money. So if you want the recipe, shoot us a message. I'd be happy to share it with you. It's quite delicious, easy to make. It takes 5 minutes to assemble everything all together once you've got it all measured out. Piece of cake, it's going to be a good one. So it's a great way to start off your week. Now, if you are looking for breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and finish these egg bites and share it with some of my camera guys here, and then we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Today, we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
The streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
Hi there, everyone. On today's episode of Good Day Vail, we will be focusing in on the Vail Valley Businesswomen's Association, where we have Pam Elliott, the president of the organization, as well as Becca Chapin, the programming director, to tell us everything there is to know about VVBW and how you can get involved. So come back and watch Good Day Vail.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Monday. It's November 6th. I'm Kimberly Perot here in studio. It is a gorgeous morning as we are heading into that opening week here at Vail. But on this show today, on the second hour, we'll be looking at crafting. I'll be walking you through a holiday Thanksgiving centerpiece, DIY, very simple. We'll be looking at some fun things to do with the kids while they're out on holiday break. And then you're probably preparing for that shopping. We'll be talking to an expert about the risk and a buyer's risk as you head into the holiday season. Hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Now, it wouldn't be a Monday if we didn't show you the weather and what's in store for today. As you can see, today is a high of 59. Currently, it's 41 degrees. We're looking at winds up to 20 miles per hour, mostly sunny, just a gorgeous day today. Moving into that hourly forecast. It's a mostly sunny all day, but as we head into the afternoon, it'll turn into a little bit more of a cloudy, overcast afternoon. Clear for the evening, though. 54 degrees at noon, and it gets a little bit cooler as we start moving into the later hours of the day. 53 at 4 o'clock, 46 this evening, but clear skies. Heading across that I-70 corridor, if you're heading into Denver, definitely wear layers because it's going to be warm. 74 degrees in Denver, Vail 59, 62 in Eagle, 61 in Avon. Partially cloudy as we head through the day today. Moving into tonight, low of 33 degrees, mostly clear. Sunset at 5 o'clock thanks to that time change. You know, it was quite pleasant waking up this morning with the sunshine out. Winds south by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Definitely going to be a snuggly one this evening. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 58, low of 27 as we move into the remainder of the week. We'll be looking at snow showers, 60% chance of those on Wednesday, 44 degrees, 18 degrees for the low, so definitely a lot colder, which is perfect for that snowmaking weather. Thursday, high of 42. We'll be looking at morning snow showers with a 40% chance of that, and then a low of 10. So very chilly at night. Friday, mostly sunny, high of 46, low of 14. And then Saturday, just about the same with a high of 45. Looking at those colder temperatures at the 14 degrees as well. So lots happening in regard to weather this week, but it's perfect because Vail opens on Friday. Very exciting. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
And in the second hour of Good Morning Vail, it's the 2 C's, cooking and crafting, and we're heading into our crafting portion of the show. Now let's take a look at an old crafting session, how to keep your kids entertained.
Welcome back to the show. I am so excited I can barely contain myself because all of these fantastic, fun things in front of me. This is Sandy Sandler from Bodabra, which I love the name.
It's like abracadabra.
Abracadabra. And we are going to learn really fun crafts for the kids. This is, to me, very special and very important to get the devices out of their faces, to keep them grounded, to keep their their intellect going and their creative juices flowing.
And their self-esteem.
And I like that the most, the
Yes.
self-esteem. And you get quality time with your kids.
Exactly.
And that's the most important part.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I mean, it's great that when you're really busy, you can give them a tablet, but how much better is it to actually have that creative time where you can laugh and joke? And what's really fun is to have like a family game, instead of a family game night, have a family craft night.
Aww.
And what's cool about a family craft night is everybody wins because you walk away with like so much fun and projects.
Right, and I can just say that looking at the ideas behind these, you can literally take a recyclable object that you would just not even pay any attention to. Look at this little dude.
Well, and it's so cute. All you're doing is painting in pink. It's obviously it's a water bottle. You're
But-
painting it pink. You're adding the googly eyes because googly eyes are so much fun,
I can do
and
that.
little triangles, and then a little chenille stem on the little on his butt.
And wait, what's the coolest part about the open snout?
Well, you're teaching them how to save. You can put pennies, nickels, and dimes
Nice.
will fit in here. And so your kids can start saving, which is such a good lesson to learn.
And really, what does it cost you? Like pennies.
Nothing.
It costs you pennies, and
Yeah.
then you have a fun, fabulous little piglet bank. Piggy bank.
It's
I
a
like
piggy
that.
bank, exactly.
And what else are we going to do today?
Well-
I see I have a project in front of me.
Yep, this is so much fun. So what you've got here, you can see the finished notebook there. So instead of having a boring school notebook, we have on our website, you can actually print these out and then you can color it. So why don't you get set coloring? And I am going to, all we're doing here is taking two-sided adhesive tape, and I have this one that we've already colored.
Oh, okay.
So
let me
look how
see.
pretty. Let's move the piggy so you can see how you're coloring. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
it's so pretty. And it's so much fun. I mean, coloring is so relaxing.
I find it
and
to be cathartic.
It is.
And it also, in my opinion, relieves stress, not only for the kids, but for the adults as well. It keeps you concentrating. It's almost a form of meditation because you
Yes.
are pretty much wanting to stay in the lines if you want to be like that.
Right, but I can bet
And
you Picasso's mother never said stay in the lines.
I don't think Picasso's mother said much to that boy. He just went on his own tangent, but I'll tell you what, this is a really nice, crafty way to do it. And do you have these printed out for them?
Well,
Is
you
that what
you just go to the
happens?
website and you'll print out the blanks and then you color them in however you want.
And how do you get them on the book?
Well, and then what I did is take double-sided tape And all you're going to do is just put this right on top of your book and just glue it on. And now there is no way anybody is going to mistake this as their book instead of yours.
No, because you're also doing your own special coloring.
Exactly.
So all your special designs that you come up with and everything else is yours exclusively, so the kids can feel like their very own Picasso.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
same thing with adults. I mean, adult coloring is such a big thing right now.
I gotta tell you, I love the coloring books for adults because they're so intricate, just like something like this.
Yeah.
But they do all the swirlies and all that really cool
Uh-huh.
stuff that we used to do with like a X-Acto pen, the really thin
Right,
pens.
exactly.
And that was really
We're
fun.
dating ourselves here.
Well, since nobody else will, I'll date myself. This
funny.
is so much fun, and
So-
I just can't even. I don't want to.
So the next thing, which I know, which we'll leave this with you and you can color it later.
Okay, 'cause it's gonna take me an hour.
So what we have here, you can see we've got a bookmark. So this is, whoopsie daisy.
whoopsie.
So here we have a bookmark. And all you're going to do to make the bookmark is, we have these templates, see if you can see it okay in the camera, which you can print off of our website. And then you just take your felt and you cut them out. And then it's so super simple.
Look at this.
Then what I have here is this one's already done, and I have another circle, and I've already put a zot on here, which is just
zot?
basically a glue dot. And you're just going to put that there, put that on top of it, and then you have your bookmark.
Boom!
Super, super simple.
And then you can add little things like
Oh,
a
and you
button.
can add a button. You could add, in fact,
Layers.
I have
You
a
can
button
add
here.
layers.
I have a button here, so all I have to do is try to get it off of the.
And then the paper clip acts as your marker.
And there you have your
right
button.
there.
And there you go. Super, super. Whoops. That's what I love about live TV. Everything can go wrong. Then we also have the patterns for these cute little pencil.
Oh my gosh.
Which, I mean, how cute. Look at this nail. And we have all the patterns on our website. So all you have to do is just download them. Oh, whoops. We have little Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. And aren't those cute? They're so adorable.
And what is this? Is just paper.
It's just cardstock. Cardstock is nice versus paper because it's a little bit heavier.
Heavier, yeah. So
Yeah.
you can work with it easier too. It doesn't get all flimsy.
Exactly.
And then the
Now,
feather is just so cute.
oh, I know, isn't that? And that's what's so fun is you can use anything you have around.
I love this.
You know, and then here you've got your little fidget toy. Now this
Love
is
that.
so simple to make. So okay, you want to start? We'll let you start. You're already starting on the.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, but for the time capsule. So go ahead and let's stick this on the bottle.
Okay, so explain the time capsule for everybody because
Okay.
you told me earlier, and it's just so much fun. The little baby kids get to put little notes about themselves.
Right, so
correct?
we give them
Into
an
the bottle.
actual sheet to download from our website. And it says, like, my teacher's name is, when I grow up, I want to be, my favorite color is, my favorite activity at school is. And then you can fill up your time capsule and then look at it later. It's really fun.
That's amazing.
And there's a whole bunch of questions that we give as prompts. And then to make it, all you're doing is taking your water or soda bottle and you're just going to, and then here I've put double-sided tape on this here, so we have our time capsule. And I'll let you start going there, and then I've taken a piece of ribbon.
Is this what we're supposed to do with it?
There you go. Exactly. See, now that's creativity.
See, I am not in front of a computer. I am here with Sandy Sandler having the best time.
Isn't this fun? And
you
then
know what
here-
I love? You're taking recyclable items.
Right.
So, you know, and these can last forever.
Right.
So you're not polluting, you're not throwing into the wasteland, you're actually taking all these wonderful items. And you
Exactly.
can just really, like, I like to go and get the little rhinestones, the little plastic or
Right, you
crystal
can get
rhinestones.
those-
You can put a dab of glue on those too. You can do anything you want with these. The key is using your imagination.
Exactly.
And setting your brain free to explore colors and textures and having time with your mom and dad.
Right, and remembering there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Exactly. Art is subjective. We're going to come back with you,
Yes.
Sandy. This is a wonderful thing. I am so excited. I feel like a kid myself. Back with more of Sandy Sandler and Bo
Dabra.
This is TV8. We'll be right back.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Suki and Scott show, we are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Fleshaw, host of TVA Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're in hour 2 and it's all about crafting. So let's take a look and finish up that last segment we were just watching with Liz.
Welcome back to TV8 Live Television with Sandy Sandler from Bodabra. And as you can see, I was having a little fun on the break. You can make bows. This is amazing. Okay, so if you are anything like me, there's a tool here. I thought it was going to measure my foot size, like at the shoe store, but that is not it. This is an easy way to make a bow. That's my most difficult time during gift wrapping times or anything else.
Yeah.
And this fabulous bow right here, you can make with Bodabra.
We
and
made that,
look
yeah.
how easy this is. Explain the steps.
Okay, so what's really cool about this is there's a spring in here. So it's going to automatically hold everything in place and
Okay.
adjust to what we put into it. This is a ruler because everybody likes to have their bows perfectly measured.
Of course we
For
do.
hair bows. They're
Yes.
supposed to be perfectly measured.
Yeah, so
I've been
these
told.
are also not for gifts, for your little girl to wear bows
Sure,
in
back
their
to
hair or
school.
back
Yeah,
to school or
exactly.
picture time.
Exactly.
Going out to dinner with the grandma and grandpa and all that fun
Right,
stuff. You want to put a pretty bow. And not to be biased, but you can even make a little baby bow for your pooch.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are biased.
Yeah, we are.
So it's okay.
Okay, so right now
So I'm
she
just going
is
to cut the
cutting
tails.
a little bit. There's not a lot of equipment that you use. You use
No.
a scissor, and then everything else takes
and then
place in a
bow
Bodabra
wire,
box.
and then you just throw it in the Bodabra. And this is our mini Bodabra, which is our little one that's great for hair bows.
Okay.
And so now all I'm going to do, so all I did was stick that in there.
That's all she did was just cut a little triangle in, like you know at the end of a bow where you have the little fanned out part.
And then what I'm going to do here.
This
now-
is the longer part that you're going to probably
exactly.
use as the
So,
wraparound part.
so I'm going to take the right side of the ribbon and I'm going to lay it down in here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to come back over, again take the right side of the ribbon and lay that in there. And then I'm just going to make a like a loop here.
All right.
Then I'm going to make like an X. I'm just going to take this over here and just bring it under.
Okay.
And just scrunch that in there.
Nice.
Now this is probably one of the most difficult bows to make.
Can I put that on my husband's neck and make a tie for him for when he has to wear a real tie?
And then we're just going to scrunch that down in there.
Okay.
So, and then all I'm going to do here is take my wire, which I put in first, pull it out, pull it tight while it's still in the Bodabra, and pull it around. And I did this, I didn't measure it. So you should measure, but I didn't measure.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you just want to have
and your little girls
a real
can make
quick
these.
bow that you're not even worried about the size or
So
anything.
there
Look
you
at
go.
that.
And you have this really cute, super simple little bow.
There it is.
So
voila.
Now what we'll do is get back to some back to school stuff.
Okay, good.
Which is fun.
Well, I have my bows on, so I'm ready.
So we have this cute little fidget toy, which is basically just from a hair piece. And so all you're going to do, I'll let you tie a knot here.
I
Just tie a
remember
knot
these
in the
from
end.
being a kid, these little plastic
The little
things.
plastic, they're called perler
Do I
beads.
tie the
or
knot at the
just
end?
Just tie a little knot here at the end like that.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do is just, you could do it in a pattern if you want, or just all we're doing here is just
Stringing
on the beads. And when you're done with it, then you have these, this is like so great because these hair ties break. I mean, any mom who has bought these for their daughter or any daughter that wears these knows that after a while your hair tie is going to break. And then all you're going to do is tie a knot at the end of it again so that they don't fall out. But you could keep going and make a really long one. And then you have, and it's like great for when you're fidgeting around or just playing. I mean, they say these are for kids, but I mean, goodness, they're great for me.
You know what? It is. It's really just something about crafting that just makes you release all your tensions and stress and thinking about anything that's really weighing on you, you let it all go.
Exactly.
When you have all these fabulous crafts in front of you. I love the fuzzy dingle balls, and now you have something. Is this a frame?
This is a frame. So all we did here was took the popsicle or craft sticks and just color them.
Okay.
So all you're going to do is just take your markers or your paint or your crayons and you color your sticks. Then all we have here on the back is a magnetic board that we just connected to it. So
Where
just
do you get
with
those
tape.
at?
Oh, you can buy them at Walmart.
Really?
You can buy them on Amazon.
I did not know that.
Any store.
Any crafts area.
And so then what we're going to do is take the piece of the magnet and we're just going to peel because it's sticky.
Oh, this
and
is
then
so clever.
you just put the picture on here, and now it sticks.
Oh my gosh.
So you can have in your locker, you can put all your pictures of all your friends and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun.
That is so
and
much
simple.
fun. You can also do things at home, put it on a refrigerator.
Exactly.
And make mom and dad proud.
Exactly.
This is
So
so
isn't that fun?
sweet. I can't even get over all the things. Using your imagination is
Well, and
the
that's
most
the key.
exciting thing to do, not only as a child, but as an adult as well.
Yes.
We need to be really involved in things like this more often, other than having all the devices. I mean, I grew up where we didn't have any devices.
We barely had television.
Oh, well, you know, we're
We had
going
black
way
and
too
white,
back
yeah.
right now. But the truth is that there's nothing more exciting than to be a kid and to get yourselves into touching the textures, the feel of everything is exciting. And then all the different feelings and fun things. And, you know, even the idea of just threading the bead, more for adults than the kids, because the kids can just whack them down. But with an adult, you have to take a minute and take your time and look at the thing and get it on there. And it just gives you something to be complacent or not to be complacent about, and just to enjoy yourself. And then you have a product.
You're really proud of what you made.
Right.
And
I
that's
thought
what's so cool.
These could also be little bracelets.
Yes, you can make friendship. In fact, here you can make a friendship bracelet by taking two of them and putting them together.
Isn't that sweet?
So how, you know, and again, they're just play with it.
They're elastic and they're fun, and it's just fun to touch everything. Yeah. And you can also add some sparkles and some glitter whenever you want.
Exactly.
There's so many fun things that you can
So,
do.
and like we said with these little pencil sticks, that, I mean, how cute and fun, and all you're doing is taking cardstock.
I love that.
And you're just putting it on there.
And then you have things on your website that they can download. Where do they get the information?
At Bodabra, BOWDABRA.com.
And did you invent this?
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. We have an inventor and a child enthusiast and a craftsperson all in one. Thank you so much, Sandy.
Thank you for
being
having
here.
me.
Sandy from Bo.
Deborah.
Yay. Thank you for joining us here on TVA.
Thank
You too
you.
can have fun with your kids and enjoy your time with them with all these wonderful craft ideas.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Today, we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
Streets of Tahrir have once again been filled.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved.
Police are saying the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Hi there, everyone. On today's episode of Good Day Vail, I am so excited to bring to you an episode around Vail Valley Partnership. I bet you don't know all the ins and outs, so stay tuned for this fabulous episode, and you will learn everything there is to know about Vail Valley Partnership. Cheers.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. As you can see, Lion's Head looking gorgeous as we are getting ready for opening day. It may be quiet now, but give it 5 more days and you're going to see a ton of bustling activity. Now, let's take a look at the weather today, as it is going to be a gorgeous one. Lots of sunshine. It was wonderful waking up this morning with the sun already out. You can tell it's a high of 59 degrees, currently 41 degrees, mostly sunny, and then winds up to 20 miles per hour. So a lot is going on there. But looking at that hourly forecast at noon, mostly sunny, 54 degrees is going to be the warmest today. It gets cooler as we move throughout the day, 53 degrees, partially cloudy, 46 for the low, and clear. So gorgeous, gorgeous day. Definitely get out there and take advantage of these last bits of fall hiking that we've got. 74 degrees in Denver. So feels like summertime down in Denver. If you're heading that direction, take those jackets off, wear those t-shirts, grab that sunscreen, drink lots of water. Vail, 59 degrees, partially cloudy for the high today. And then Eagle, 62, so a little bit warmer in Eagle, 61 here in Avon. So it's just going to be a great temperature day. You're not going to have to worry about wearing those heavy jackets quite yet, but as we move into the later part of the week, you're definitely going to want to bundle up a little bit more. Tuesday, high of 58 degrees, mostly sunny, a low of 27, some cloud coverage because we have some storm working through the rest of the week. Wednesday, 60 degrees, snow showers, high of 44, low of 18. Thursday, morning snow, so high of 42, low of 10 degrees. Make sure that you are prepped and ready to go for all of that mixed wintry goodness that we're going to experience just in time for opening day in Vail. Friday, mostly sunny, 46 degrees, low of 14. And then Saturday, high of 45, mostly sunny as well. So it's just going to be a gorgeous weekend to get out there on the mountain. Low of 14 as we move into those evening temperatures. So it's definitely going to be a wonderful, wonderful weekend as we start to celebrate all the things that we love here, which is skiing and snowboarding and all of the fun winter activities. Now, before we move into winter activities, you're probably wondering, what in the world am I doing and what am I standing in front of? It is time for some holiday crafting. And you're probably hosting guests or friends, and you want something to make your table a little bit more festive and more decorative. And so I'm going to show you an easy centerpiece idea. Now, the best part about this is that you can literally put whatever you want to in it. So I have two vases. You've got a smaller vase and a larger vase. You're just going to stack these in here. And then what I love about this is that you can really put anything that you want to on the outside, and this kind of just keeps it very pretty so you can change it out throughout the seasons. So right now we're going to go ahead and focus on our Thanksgiving/fall table centerpiece. We've got all of this fun straw, which I'm going to actually take my scissors right here, and we're going to cut it up into various pieces, and I'm just going to shove it on the inside of this here, and you're just going to continue to layer. So you just push it all down in there, and it's just going to make it really pretty. One of the fun things that you can do with these vases, get those little twinkle lights that have the battery pack. You can put the battery pack on the inside of the inner piece of your vase, and then you can intertwine it. But today we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to put all of this fun stuff in here. Another fun idea you could do, you can take popcorn kernels, obviously not popped, and pour them in here too if you wanted to just give a little bit of variety. And then if you're moving into the Christmas season, you can layer it with like peppermints or Christmas candies or really whatever it is that you want to do. You're just going to keep layering that in there. Next thing we're going to do is basically just take an assortment of flowers. I've got all kinds here, as you can see. I bought these at my local craft store. Right now, fall flowers are on sale, so it's a great time to get out there if you're just going, how do I spice things up and make it a little bit different? But you just kind of, I take, actually, before I even show you that, you just take a piece of newspaper and you're going to crumble it up just like this. You're going to shove it in the middle, so it provides a little bit of stability for your flowers. And then you just start layering it as needed. I love to have a variety of things, so we can take some of the shapes. I've got my wire cutters here, and this will just basically give us a little bit of depth and dimension, a variety of heights. You just kind of work it just like that. It clips super simple. We'll put a few there, and you know what's awesome about these flowers? You can literally bend them so that they're sticking out exactly how you want to. Now for our centerpiece, I like to take something that's a little bit different, right? And I've got these fun, wispy, I don't even know, they look like pieces of wheat almost. So I like to put this kind of in here. Let's start there, and then we're gonna take this fun like berry sprig and poke it through just like that. We'll just get a couple more here, and then once you kind of arrange the flowers that you want to, I think we'll take a little bit more of these and you'll figure out what pieces are missing, and then you can go in and do that. So I don't know about you, but I love holiday crafts. I've loved crafting ever since I was a kid. It's fun to kind of experiment with my creative side. Not often do we get to do that in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So just bent this one out so it looks really pretty. Now, as always, crafting is great to have some tape. So once we kind of figure out which flowers are going to be the bulk of it, you can stick some tape in the middle of these vases to kind of keep everything all in one spot. We're going to take these pretty white roses. Let's see here. Now, I like the way that looks. It's starting to come together. And we'll just keep putting a few more in here just to create this really beautiful fall foliage. And the best part is you don't have to water these because they are already, they're fake, which is great. So you just kind of add that in. And then it's fun for Christmas. You can just switch these out for like bows of holly and various like evergreen. Cranberries are always a great one as well. So as you can see, it's starting to look really beautiful. We add a little bit of red to create some depth there. And then if you wanted to put more into the base here, we'll see how it looks after we finish crafting everything here. And just kind of keep sticking them in and seeing what you like, right? I think it's really fun to do this. And the best part is these are not real flowers, so that you can really experiment and try different variations as you're putting things together. Now I've got these really fun, I don't even know what these would be called, but just I love the textures and the different dimensions of all of these flowers. It looks like we've got some berries, and then these are my favorite. So these are really great fillers to kind of stick in there, and it really just creates depth, gives it a little bit more volume, and then the more you put in here, it's just a gorgeous centerpiece to put in the middle of your table. So I've got it in a bunch of different fun colors. I like the red. It looks like a peacock feather in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this in here as well. And then you can even cut it up and cut the various lengths. So, I'm looking at it, I don't really like that length. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and, trim it up a little bit with my wire cutters. You can get these for like $4 at Walmart, really great. But all of this really you can just get to Walmart, and especially now it's a great time to get these kinds of things because things are on sale, right? You can either get it for next year, that's my holiday hack and my holiday tip and trick, is buy the Thanksgiving things after Thanksgiving, or same with any of the Halloween decor, and then that way you've got it ready to rock. You're not rushing around being stressed out. Okay, I like the way that looks much better. As you can see, looking gorgeous. And before we finish here, I always love a little bit of holiday sparkle. So I am gonna stick this one right in there. I've got a few here, so I'll probably put a couple more in too. Let's just stick one more over here on this side. As you can see, looking great, nice and beautiful. And then just to finish it up, one of the things that would be really fun if we had it would be to take some burlap, wrap it around the outside, just really make it just as festive and as creative as you want to. Now, if you're looking for any more ideas, I'd be happy to share, but holiday crafting season is upon us. It's going to be a good one. So this is a gorgeous centerpiece for your Thanksgiving table. Now stay tuned, we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on TV8Vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle at tv8vail.com We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are at the beginning of November, and you know what that means. There are all kinds of online shopping deals prepping ahead for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I don't know about you, but I do a lot of my shopping online and with Amazon. But did you know that 36% of shoppers are victim to online scams? And joining us today is Scott Knapp, the Director of Worldwide Risk Prevention at Amazon. Scott, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Kimberly. Thanks.
Loving the shirt, looking very festive, and especially as we move into the holiday season. So what are your tips for online holiday shopping?
So first and foremost, I like to tell people that you can always trust shopping on Amazon.com, our app, or in our physical store. So my biggest tip, go with what you know, is super useful. Then be wary of people who are trying to have you pay for things over the phone or email. We'll never ask you to do that. Another thing I tell people is gift cards. Great to have them, great to give them, great to use them, but be really careful if somebody's trying to make you buy something with a gift card. Legitimate transactions shouldn't require you to use a gift card to purchase it. And the final tip I tell is, be skeptical of things you didn't expect. And if it doesn't feel quite right, reach out to us. You can reach out via the app or the website, or you can just report it to us straight up at amazon.com/report-a-scam.
I love that. Now, especially with the rise of people traveling for the holidays, it's just so much easier to send gifts directly to your place or the place that you're visiting. And I use Amazon all the time, so I trust it. It's a trusted source. Now, what are some of the most common impersonation scams that are happening as people begin to do their online holiday shopping?
Yeah, well, and one of them, like you just mentioned, is the order confirmation scam. Where you'll get this note that says, hey, there's a problem with your Amazon order. Like you're worried about something getting to grandma's house. And they don't say that, but they just assume that maybe you've got an order out there. And so now you're reaching out to them and giving them a bunch of information that they don't need, and then they can use against you. The other two most popular we're seeing that have just risen up this time of year is around email attachments. Where they'll send you this note saying, hey, your account's getting ready to get shut down. And they put this information into an attachment with a link in it. And guess what? You click on that link and you end up on their phishing website, giving them information they don't need. And then the final one that's super popular this time of year is the Prime membership scam. Big day deals just happened, really great things going on with Prime membership. And so they send you this note that there's a problem with your membership and you need to work with us to work it out. And part of that working it out is you giving up your credit card details, maybe bank account information. And there's one outfit that was actually bold enough to say, pretend to be Amazon and charging you to fix your Prime membership account. None of those are really great.
I know I've almost been a victim to that as well by receiving a text message saying, Amazon had an issue with my delivery or with my account information. So, what is Amazon doing to protect consumers from these counterfeits?
We're a few things. One, it's an industry-wide issue. And so we've working with others, partnered with Better Business Bureau, Global Cyber Alliance, a lot of folks to try to come up with paths to shut these things down. One of the things, for instance, that report-a-scam that I gave you, that we take those reports, investigate, and then take action. For instance, this year so far, we've shut down over 45,000 phishing websites, over 15,000 phone numbers. So we can make a real difference for consumers by going after these guys.
Wow, over 45,000 phishing websites. That's an incredible statistic, and just goes to show you how much you are doing to protect the consumer. Now, speaking of, where can we go, and what is Amazon doing to encourage and foster trustworthy reviews?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we have a very clear policy around around review manipulation or fake reviews. We have no tolerance for it. Heck, we use them. I use reviews all the time. Just bought a new vacuum cleaner based off our reviews. And we work hard to keep them out of the store entirely. We have scientists who have developed some great algorithms backed by humans, and we suppress them before a customer ever even sees them. But if you happen to read a review that you don't think is quite right there on the site, there's a report button that you can press and tell us about it. We'll investigate and take appropriate action.
Oh, it's scary to think of all of these different things like fake products, fake reviews, impersonation scams. So what should you do if you do suspect something along those lines?
Two things. One, if you suspect it's happening, step away. Like if you're engaged with somebody, either phone, email, online chat or whatever, just shut it down, and just step back from it. And then the next thing is tell us. Like say, go to amazon.com/report-a-scam and let us know. That lets us investigate, lets us take action, protect you and other consumers from it happening to them.
Well, Scott, thank you so much for all of that information. Now, where can we go to learn more or to better protect ourselves as we head into the holiday shopping season?
Yeah, our help pages, amazon.com/help is a great place to go. There's all kinds of resources there that should help you shop and keep you safe for the holidays.
You've got great chat rooms and also customer service to get on the phone, so we appreciate you. Scott, best of luck to you and enjoy this holiday season. I know it's going to be a busy one for you.
All right. Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate it.
Now, stay tuned. We're coming up on the end of our Monday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tvavail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Meet the world's crankiest book.
Go away!
This book does not want to go to story time.
I'm gonna count to 3.
He just wants to be left alone.
Do I have to spell it out for you? Walk away, keep walking, don't come back!
But when the other books show up for a story...
Wait!
Will Cranky change his mind?
I'll consider it.
A charming tale of a very cranky book who may not be so cranky after all.
You ready to meet the world's crankiest book? It's called A Very Cranky Book. Wow. Best-selling husband and wife team, Tony and Angela DiTerlizzi, about their playful, interactive tale, which makes this their first picture book collaboration. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning, James.
So, Angie, where did this idea come from as a cranky book? Are we talking about Tony or somebody else?
What are you talking about?
Perfect book for a Monday. Well, I think A Very Cranky Book began with me feeling slightly cranky as I was maybe trying to come up with an idea for a new story. Sitting in my office, maybe I was thinking about all the Pixar movies I've seen where toys have feelings and fish have feelings and cars have feelings and feelings have feelings. And I looked over at the bookshelf and I wondered to myself, do books have feelings? And what if they feel like they don't want to be read? So that is where the seed for Cranky was born.
So, Tony, how did you two take it a little bit further from the seed?
We kind of discussed what that means. So, it's great. I think the idea was fantastic from the get-go that she had come up with. But then we were like, all right, if our daughter's cranky, why is she cranky? Or if we are cranky as adults, why are we cranky? And we don't always know. I think, as Ange said, sometimes, in case of Cranky, he just woke up on the wrong side of the bookshelf, And so I think we kind of talked that out. And then we were like, well, what would we want our daughter to know if she was cranky or when she was cranky? We'd want her to know that we still loved her, that it's just an emotion she's trying to work through, and that's okay. You're allowed to do that. And so I think when we had that breakthrough of, wait a second, there's support and caring on the other side of this emotion, that's the sentiment that we really felt was the final feeling we wanted the reader to feel after they put the book down. And that's always what your goal is with a story. Is like, how do you feel when you close the book, whether you're reading it on your own or mom and dad are reading it to you, or you're reading it at school.
So, Angela, does the cranky book ever get uncranky?
I mean, spoiler alert, maybe a little bit less cranky.
Spoiler alert, okay.
I can't say he's gonna shake the feeling 100%, but his friends do help him have a little bit of shift in mindset.
Yeah.
So what do you want our readers to take away from this for reading A Very Cranky Book?
I grew up a reluctant reader. I grew up a reader who had difficulty with reading comprehension and listening comprehension. So for me, the most important thing is I want to create books that create connections.
Yeah.
Connections to the book, connections to those who are reading or sharing the books with them, and really just to imbue a love of reading and a love of stories. And if I can do that through writing a humorous story about a cranky book, that's my hope.
Yeah.
Tony?
I feel the same way. I mean, I always think humor is amazing. I remember at a very young age, my mom reading, the Winnie the Pooh stories to us kids and laughing at the episodes of the characters, and that shared moment of laughter over a book is very powerful. And so this is the type of story that I feel contains that same magic, that idea that an adult and a child can have a shared experience that's fun over reading. Well, that's gold. That's something you try to attain in writing these stories for young readers.
I've been speaking with best-selling husband and wife team Tony and Angela DiTerlizzi about their new book, a very cranky book. It really sounds like me in the morning when I haven't had my Starbucks, but that's another story. Tony and Angela, thank you so much for joining us.
It's Kimberly, and I'm back at the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look one more time at today's forecast. As you can see, high of 59, currently 41 degrees, mostly sunny, winds 20 miles per hour. Heading into that hourly, it'll be high at noon for 54 degrees, mostly sunny, partially cloudy as we head into the afternoon. Gets cooler and cooler, 53 degrees, 46 and clear for the evening, moving across that I-70 corridor. Denver, 74 degrees, Vail, 59, Eagle, 62, Avon, 61. Cloud coverage throughout the day today, but still a gorgeous one. In regard to temperature, low of 33 tonight, mostly clear. Sunset at 5 o'clock, thanks to the time change. Winds up to 15 miles per hour. And then heading into the 5-day forecast, we're looking at some gorgeous weather as we prepare for opening day at Vail Mountain. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of 58, low of 27. Then Wednesday, 60% chance, but snow showers moving in. 44 for the high, and then a low of 18. Morning snow on Thursday, 40% chance of that. High of 42, low of 10, and then Friday, mostly sunny, 46 degrees, low of 14. Saturday, just about the same, 45 degrees, low of 14. So gorgeous weather for that opening weekend at Vail Mountain. Lots of beautiful weather that you're going to see and a lot of fun. We had an interesting show today. We did all things crafting and cooking. As you can see, our finished product. I made a centerpiece here, and it's a really easy, fun craft to do. You just kind of think and mess around and get it to exactly how you like it, but it looks great in the center of a table. So happy to do that. And then we made egg bites. You know, we love Starbucks and we love what they do, but egg bites are always a great thing to have on hand. And then we did a lot more crafting, a lot more cooking. It's been such an exciting Monday morning as we start off this next week in November and heading into the holiday season. If you're doing your online holiday shopping, Amazon is a great place to do it. I know I'm a big fan, but they also have great things in place to make sure that you don't come across any scamming, any credit card frauds, or anything along those lines. So prepare for your holiday season. Make some delicious meals, some great crafting, do some shopping. I'm your host, Kimberly, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the right